Good morning, everyone. Let me show you a little project I worked on over the past couple days where I extended an existing garden bed. Welcome to my YouTube channel, 90% Native. My name is Michelle and I grow native plants and I garden for the wildlife. And this week, over the course of I think maybe 2 days, I worked for a couple hours each day on extending a gardening bed further into my lawn. I just thought it would look better, it would be easier to mow, and I always can use some extra gardening space. So I took the footage a couple days ago, like I just said, and so I'm gonna go ahead and put that together for you and show you how this progressed. I think I talked about this a little bit in one of my other videos, but right here, I am extending this bed. I'll put a card up to when I actually made the original bed that goes in like that. It's been, first off, a little difficult to mow because of the edge that I did, but also I want to bring it out. This is not a good area for grass, and I'm always looking for excuses to reduce the amount of lawn that I have. So I've already done a little bit of work, and I was going to leave this in like different phases for my my open garden so people can see how I do this. So I'm going to try and figure out how to leave this in a half finished state or maybe 3/4 finished state. But anyways, I've already started to lay down some cardboard, as you can see here. Well, let me first start by saying I've used an old hose to outline the edge. It goes up and then it comes around like that. And then I've started to put in cardboard. I kept it back from the edge because I wanted to go in there with a shallow angle. And then I started to use some of my leaves from my neighbors to cover up the cardboard. But I think I'm also going to put wood chips over the leaves. So I'm going to go ahead and get started working on that. I'm currently using my half moon edger to just get that line of the edge going, and then I'll come back in with my shovel, I can't remember the name of it, and go in at a real shallow angle. And yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to work on today, and we'll see how far I can get. Here's a quick little update on the edging. What I am doing is going through with my half moon edger, coming back in this way at a shallow edge and then cleaning up the edge. I'm also taking some of the grass up and I'm just flipping it upside down onto the existing grass to smother that even more. So anyway, I just didn't want to get too far without showing you guys an update. Okay, here is another update. I just realized something when I was working on this. When I put down the cardboard down there to get started, I wasn't thinking about how far I wanted to come in on the edge. And so not only do I want to come in far on the edge, I also want to take that, flip it over and put it behind it. So I needed more surface area to build up what I was digging and turning it over. So all I did is I just pulled the cardboard boxes that I had down there already that didn't have the leaves over them, and I just put them up here. Okay, so now back to edging. This is where I'm at. I've got all the edging done, which is fantastic because that's kind of the hardest part. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back in and do all of the cardboard and run it down. I don't think I'll get to the mulching today, so that might be part 2. And this is where I'm actually going to wrap it up for today. So you guys probably remember I had a bunch of leaves from my neighbors underneath the trampoline that I was going to, reuse in some way in my yard. So I put down the cardboard and then I'm just packing it in with these leaves that have been decomposing. My really long hose has a hole in it. Otherwise I would wet this entire area down, but hopefully it's going to be raining soon, so that'll take care of that. Crossing my fingers. So yeah, then we'll just let that sit. The earthworms will come up and decompose the cardboard and the leaves. And then I will have more garden space to plant my natives. And this area has like the worst grass anyway. We don't even use the grass. Well, actually, Violet does, but yeah. And I can't remember if I mentioned it. I may or may not do the wood chips depending on how that kind of piles down. Okay, I'm calling it a day. Okay guys, so if this content appeals to you, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and share this channel with your gardening friends. If you want more gardening content, I will pop in a video here of one of my last garden tours of the front yard. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today and taking your time to be with me. Happy gardening, and I will catch you again next time.